Hi, this is Kelly. Welcome to my channel. Today I have some Raven and Skull decor. DIY number 1, the Fallen Feather. Now I got this thrifting. I spotted, I'm like, oh yeah, I already knew basically what I was going to do with it once I saw it. We're going to remove all this old paper off the back. And that little plaque in the center is stapled on, so we're going to pluck out all these staples and get that off. I love the shape of the little plaque, and when we reattach it, we're going to put a couple blocks under it so it's raised up a bit. And I'm going to peel off this paper backing they have on here. I'm just going to use my utility knife here and get it started. And I scraped off as much as I could with that, and then I'm not so much worried about getting it all off as just not having the edges that might come loose later. Sanded a little bit, and we're ready to go. And I got these papers at Hobby Lobby, and I've had this a while, or actually I think I got this one at Joann's before they closed, but Hobby Lobby has all kinds of papers like this. And we're going to use some Mod Podge and attach it to this background. But yeah, I've had it a while. I was like, what am I going to do with this? It's so pretty. I finally just figured out what to do with it. And I'm just going to use my Mod Podge, get it started. I'm just lifting it up out of the way to continue on. Make sure you don't let it glue down and dry on you if you're doing a little at a time, because you might end up with a blob of glue underneath that won't flatten out, or a crease in your paper. Just take your time, or you can coat. It's just with a large piece like this, if I coat the entire thing first, it ends up half as dry by the time I get the other half on, so I do it this way. And I'm just going to trim off the excess. The paper was 12 by 12 and the background piece was 11 by 11, so I just lined up the two sides and trimmed off the two overhangs. And it's just black chalk paint. We're going to take the frame itself, and it's just this kind of cheesy plastic, well, it is plastic, so it looks like plastic. That's sorry. One thing I like about chalk paint is it gets rid of that plastic look immediately, just a coat of paint. Here's the image I'm going to put on the plaque, and I've already kind of placed it. I want to make sure I don't cut off too much of like that feather, so I wanted to get it in position. And we're going to do the same as we did the other piece. We're going to start at one end, and these are printed on, this is printed on cardstock, by the way. And I'll leave the link for the Etsy paper in the description. But yeah, those papers, you can get papers like that at Hobby Lobby all day. They have all different ones. They have textured ones. I love them. If you've been watching my channel, you've seen I've used many. I need some more. I need to hit the Hobby Lobby soon. So once my Mod Podge is, fairly dry, at least tacky, I'm going to trim it. And then once it's completely dry, I'm going to take my utility knife and trim it a little bit closer. Now I was having some issues getting it to kind of cut clean, but that's okay, because we're going to go back and take this emery board here and burnish the edges. And then I just take a bigger block to go ahead and finish it up. It's inside where you've got all those shapes and curves. The emery board works best. For the larger areas, the sanding block. So I just went around with my antiquing wax and hit all those edges that got white from the burnishing there. And now we're going to get a little more and kind of age this a little bit. These papers are so fantastic. You don't need to do too much. You don't need to do it at all if you don't want to. But I like to distress it a little bit. And now we're going to distress the background. And those two blocks there, they were some generic Jenga game blocks. And I'm going to use them. When I reattach the plaque, I want it raised up, not flat like it originally was. Give it a little depth, give it some character. These two projects, this is a short and sweet one. I've still got things going on in my life where I've got to prioritize. And so I thought, well, we'll go with a shorter, easier video this time. But everything's going fine. Everything is moving along like it should. No worries. It's just taking up a lot of time, that's all. So we got a little E6000 on these blocks, and I left an area where I could add some hot glue. The hot glue will instantly hold it and allow the permanent glue to set and allow me to continue working without having to leave it overnight and come back to it. Same thing on the other side of the blocks and attached to the background. I had that ruler laying across there to kind of mark where I wanted it in the center, but it actually ended up a little on the low side, but that turned out to be a good thing because I'm going to add some lace across the top anyway. Now I've got, this is the black flash metallic, what's that stuff called? And when you use it on black, all you really see is gold, but it's like a nice antique looking gold. What is this stuff called? Color shift, sorry. The folk art color shift. Where if you change the angle, you see gold on one and black on the other, but if you put it on black, it just gives it a really pretty dark antique color gold. And this is just a piece of lace trim and some tacky glue. And just want a really thin strip and find an area of the lace where it can make contact without it, you know, blobbing up through it. And this one is done. Easy peasy. The next one's super easy. DIY number 2, Raven's Return. That's just a thrifted frame that I painted with black chalk paint. It's got this beautiful raised design on it. A piece of foam board for the background. And here's my image, which is a little smaller than the frame. So I decided to tear the edges, and I'm going to put that glittery black background. And only a tiny bit's going to show around the image, but that's all I want is a little tiny bit of it to show. So I just traced it out, cut it to size. I'm just going to add it to this piece of foam board here. Use my Quick and Thick. It's a lot. Mod Podge is messy, and tacky glue is hard to spread on a large area. So the Quick and Thick is a nice alternative for something like this. And you can actually let it sit and tack up for a couple minutes before you attach it. And if you want to be able to move it around, don't let it tack up first. And you got a little bit of time to move it around. Now, I want to add this champagne gold to it because it's kind of giving off a silver vibe with that glitter, and I'm not going. I've got browns and golds, and so we're not going silver. So I just wanted to tone down the sparkle a little bit and add a little bit of gold. And I'm also gonna put just a little sheen across my image. And here's my antiquing wax again, and we're gonna go around and get those white edges where I tore the paper. And this is cardstock as well. This is the same paper pack as from the first project. Like, I'll leave the link from the Etsy link for you, like I said. And the champagne gold again, we're just going to go a little heavier and pick up that raised design. Isn't that pretty? It just amazes me what a little bit of paint does for some old thrift. I paid 50 cents for this little frame. And I paid, I think, $3 for that bigger piece from the first DIY. So yeah, this video is a little shorter than usual, but I just, I had stuff going on, and now that I'm getting back in the swing, it feels really good. It feels really good. But I got plenty of new stuff coming, don't you worry. And we're also going to distress around, heavier around the edges and the corners than the rest, but we're just going to add a little age to the image. So yeah, I like these two images. The first one, you kind of have a feather from the bird with the skull, with the big skull, and then you got a bigger bird and a tiny skull. Then where the feather came from, I thought these two are perfect to do a short and sweet, easy peasy 2-project video. So it kind of tells a story. And that was just Mod Podge to attach that to the background. Just use a paper towel to smooth it out, make sure I don't have any air bubbles. And we're just going to pop it in this frame. And that's it. She's done. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for hanging in there with me in my little bit of downtime here. Here's my reveals. I just love that blue feather, something about it. And then the bird it came from. Thanks again for being here with me today. Come back and see me again. Don't forget to like and share and all the things. Bye.